Hello and welcome. I'm Clara Meadows. Together, we'll journey into the rhythm of the ocean, where breath and tide become one. Imagine a quiet stretch of coastline at dusk. The sky is a canvas of amber and lavender, bleeding into the deepening blue of evening. Above the horizon, the last rays of sunlight fracture through drifting clouds, scattering gold like shattered glass across the water. The waves roll in with a hushed intensity, their crests shimmering like molten silver before dissolving into the darkening sea. Below, the sand glows with the day's residual warmth, a hue reminiscent of sun-kissed clay, each ripple of the tide carving delicate patterns into its surface. A lone seagull cries, its call a fragile thread woven into the rustle of wind through saltgrass and the distant crash of surf farther out. The air carries the sharp tang of brine, undercut by the ghost of coconut blossoms and the earthy musk of damp seaweed tangled in the rocks. Beneath your feet, the sand shifts with a silken softness, each grain a whisper of ancient journeys, pressing gently into the soles as if the earth itself is cradling your weight. A breeze brushes your face, cool and damp, its touch like the flick of a feather, while the tide licks your ankles, leaving a film of mist that evaporates into a gentle chill, a fleeting contrast of fire and frost. Bittersweet, like salt on your lips and the coolness of a shaded pool, you taste the ocean's breath, a fusion of mineral sharpness and the faintest honeyed undertone, as though the sea has held its own sunset in its depths. Now step closer to the water's edge. Feel the earth steady beneath you, the horizon stretching vast and unbroken. As the next wave approaches, breathe with it. Letting the air fill you as the water rises. Imagine the coolness of the tide sweeping upward through your legs, a slow, liquid tide that lifts the hair on your skin and tightens the fabric of your clothes. Exhaling slowly as the tide retreats, carrying with it the weight of the day, a sigh that ripples from your chest, loosening the tightness in your shoulders like a tide unbinding driftwood from the shore. Again. Syncing your inhale to the ocean's rise. Feel the air swell in your ribs, a bellows of life, as the wave's crest spills over your toes, its froth tickling the arches of your feet. Mirroring the pause between waves, let your breath deepen, as if drawing energy from the sea itself. A current of calm that pools in your lower back, a grounding warmth that anchors you to the sand. The moon begins its ascent, casting silver threads across the water. Its glow is a pale, pearlescent hue, like the sheen of mother of pearl, softening the edges of the world into a dreamscape. The rhythm slows. With each inhale, imagine the ocean's light flowing through your chest, a luminous tide that spills into your collarbones, illuminating every shadowed corner of your being. On the exhale, feel tension dissolve like foam against the shore, the tightness in your calves unraveling, the knots in your palms melting into the cool air. The sand shifts beneath you, firmer now, grounding you as the waves grow quieter, their whispers retreating into the hush of night. You are the stillness between tides. You are the breath that bridges ebb and flow. The moon's light drapes over your shoulders like a shawl of stardust, and the breeze carries the scent of distant rain, a clean, electric note that sharpens your senses. Your fingertips tingle as though charged by the earth's quiet hum, and the salt on your skin crystallizes into 1,000 tiny mirrors, catching the moon's glow. One final cycle. A drawing in the calm of the horizon. Feel the air fill your lungs like the first light of dawn, a quiet expansion that lifts the hair at your nape and sends a ripple of warmth through your thighs. Releasing fully, completely. The ocean sighs in return, and for a moment you are its echo, a ripple in its endless current, a breath in its eternal song. The waves now roll with a slower, deeper cadence, their rhythm etched into the marrow of your bones. The stars emerge, pinpricks of frost in a velvet expanse, and the seagull's cry is answered by the distant hoot of an owl, blending into the night's symphony. You taste the air now, a briny tang mixed with the sweetness of moonlit fruit, as though the sky itself has poured its essence into your mouth. Your heartbeat sinks to the pulse of the tide, a drumbeat of peace that reverberates from your sternum to your fingertips. You carry this rhythm with you, the steady, ancient pulse of breath and tide. May it remind you always of your own deep capacity for calm, for strength, for peace.